Welcome back to The Feed at Night. Hamlet by Shakespeare. It's a classic, but that classic is getting a remake and a new digital production being released by the Wilma Theater. Fat Ham gives a contemporary look at Shakespeare set in the South. It tops tonight's entertainment feed.
I think my uncle had my father killed.
You got a new daddy!
Now my father wants me to kill my uncle.
Man, you ain't gonna kill nobody.
I could.
They think I'm trashy, don't they? Because I married my late husband's brother. They did it in the Bible all the time.
This is what I was raised in. Pig guts and bad choices.
Pig guts and bad choices. You can start streaming Fat Ham on wilmatheater.org starting Thursday.
And guess what? Joining us now, the man behind Fat Ham, playwright James Ijames. Welcome to The Feed at Night, my friend. Good to see you.
Good to see y'all too. Thanks for having me.
So basically, you took Hamlet, Shakespeare, put it in a can, and just shook it up, didn't you?
Yeah, with a lot of barbecue sauce and stuff from my family's history.
So what made you just think that, hey, we need to change this story up? What was your motivation in doing that?
You know, I've always loved to play. I started out as an actor. I worked as an actor in Philadelphia for many, many years, and I always loved that play. I read it just for fun. And it always felt like a story that I felt like I could take and do something really interesting with. And a couple of years ago, I was like, I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to take the elements of the story that I think are really exciting and sort of match up with what it's like growing up being gay in the South and make a story out of it. And I knew that I didn't want it to be a tragedy. I wanted it to be a comedy. So that's the ingredients that make this play.
Oh, and different you made it. The main character is Juicy, and I think we all have a Juicy in our families here. Take us through the storyline and how you put a twist on it.
Well, Juicy is a kid who just wants to get his degree in human resources from his online university, and his mother and his new father, who is also his uncle, spent all of his money for tuition on their wedding / this barbecue that they're having. And the ghost of his father shows up and says, "Your uncle killed me, I want you to avenge me." And so Juicy has to make a choice about whether or not he's going to enact that violence on his uncle, or if he's going to do something completely new. And along the way, we meet other members of Juicy's family, his cousin Tio, and family friends, Rabbi, Opal, and Larry. They all come for the cookout. There's charades, there's a karaoke moment, but still Juicy is still trying to figure out, what am I going to do? Am I going to kill my uncle? I've never killed anybody before. And Juicy is a really sort of tender-hearted person, a lot like how I was when I was growing up.
Oh.
And ultimately, well, I won't tell you what he does.
Yeah, don't tell us.
So you
Even
can
though,
go
I mean,
watch it.
a lot of people know Hamlet, but this is different. This is your version. And I love that it's happening at a cookout, because we always know that cookouts, there's always a lot going on, and it's very eventful.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So you must have some great cookout memories.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I grew up in North Carolina. I had come from a really, really big, really, really loud family. So the cookout, the barbecue was a thing that I looked forward to every summer at my aunt's house, at my uncle's house, at my parents' house. It was just like a real important part of like growing up. And like, now I'm just like thinking about like eating watermelon on like the side of the deck with our feet swinging. It's just like really, really a special part of my growing up. But also it's like where people argue. It's the place where people like make pronouncements about big things that they're gonna do. So it's also this place of like great conflict. And then there's the food.
There's
There's the burgers, there's the barbecue sauce.
The big question, who made the potato salad? I was just about to say that, because you ask each and every time. Fat Ham, wilmatheater.org. James, good to see you. Congratulations.
Thanks so much. Thanks for having me.
Of course.